Hello, everyone. Please don't mind the appearance. I am still in my cleaning up everything clothes. We've been throwing things out of the fridge and doing the yard and all of that good stuff today. So, and I have finished a book today, so that's good. That's what? It's my second book this month. I'm doing really well on my own readathon. We're going to finish a second one today so that at least by the end of the night, so that at least the number of things that are going on, we got some books. I shall be sprinting for a few hours, Glinda, and thank you very much. We are doing all right. So how is everyone? What are we all up to? What are we reading this evening or doing? If you don't have to be reading for these sprints, obviously. I am currently working on The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas, and I am I actually don't remember where I am in it right now. Give me just a second, because I haven't checked I've listened. What is going on with that cat's eyes? Okay. I've listened to a little bit of it today in the last hour or so while I was. Who tried to call me? Oh, my mother. Okay. Okay, I'm about 54% of the book, or 5 hours left. So in theory, I could finish this by the time Act 2 is over. Anyways, so how is everyone else doing give me just a second, I'm going to set up that timer real quick. Do this. Oh, no, wait, hold on. I'm not doing my timer right now because it doesn't have the, I want to open this in the browser. Doesn't have the vibes I want. Let's see, what vibes do I want today? I think that's a library. I think I'm actually already on, I'm already on the one that I want. Yeah, morning library isn't it. Just not it. This one, however, okay, there we go. Let's pop that. Share the screen. Get that up. We'll share that. And then we'll remove it real quick. And it's all set it up. Okay, perfect. Okay, so how is everyone doing? Hey, Tuesday, how are you? Still listening to HP Book 4. I'm hoping to do some cleaning/cooking this sprint and spend the rest of the eating listening and diamond painting. Very nice. I think I might pull out my crochet and see if I can get the stitches. So this blanket behind me I've been working on for a while. I've been working on it for a while. And I've been working on it long enough that my stitches have loosened a bit since I started crochet. So now I'm trying to figure out how to, because I put it down for a little bit, I think because I got frustrated or I was out of yarn or something like that. Put it down for a bit, and now I'm picking it back up. And I have to make my stitches match the things. And anyways, so we're going to see. Let's see. Glinda is doing good here. I'll be finishing reading Thunderhead by Neil Sjosterman. I'm on page 444. Then start reading a mystery thriller called Eagle Rock by Ian K. Smith. Very nice. Steph says, probably won't be reading tonight. Oh no, sick with another migraine today. Just got home from work and just want to relax and do nothing tonight. Very nice. Thank you, Beth. I have a book I have to get through. You are welcome. I'm glad to have me too. There was some concern at some point about whether or not I would actually be able to sprint this weekend because we weren't sure if we were going to have power when we got back. But the toilets were flushing, and that is the important part. As long as the toilets were flushing, I can deal with anything else. We're still under a boil water advisory, so that's been fun, which means I started out boiling water to do the dishes in, and then I realized that I could just put bleach in it and it would kill all the bad stuff. So there's that. Stop working. There you go. Hello, Patricia. Just finished If We Were Villains. Very nice. I can tell you don't need to read a book, Amanda. Maybe I'll talk to y'all a little bit later about what I'm considering reading for the next bit of the readathon. Potentially. It will depend on my roles for TBR Harvest, because that's what we're trying to match. Hello, Culinary Crime. Welcome. I posted on the Fabelin Discord. I haven't had a chance to go through the other ones, because usually I do that when I go into the first sprint. Just, I'll bring people in and say hi, and then I'll be like, sprinting now, and all of the other Discords. But I try not to do that when I'm talking with people at the very beginning. So I did post in the Fabelin Discord, though. Yeah, I did. Okay, yeah, it's under the Reading Sprints tab there. Let's see. Hello, Nadim. How are you? Welcome. It's been a while. I already told you what I'm reading. It's the Hacienda by Isabel Cañas. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. A lot of it is probably going to have to do with, like, here's the thing. It is a retelling of Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. And I don't know how that ends. And sometimes you do retellings, and like they have the book will have an ending that I don't like. The original will have an ending that I don't like. But the retelling will have one that I like better, etc., etc. There's a reason I don't like Shakespeare's tragedies all that much. I'm not a Shakespeare tragedy girl. My favorite play is Much Ado About Nothing. But so like she could go a different direction with this if there's an ending that I won't like. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, though, because I don't know. Will I like it? I don't know. It is very interesting, though, because we have all of these interplays with this really creepy house, and all of that, and the fact that, like, she's being haunted by this ghost. And I'm pretty sure, I want to say this ghost was killed by the man she has married. Whoever is haunting them was killed by the man that our main character has married. That's what I'm getting the impression of. But I could be wrong about that, because, like, we know he's a terrible person. We just got a really big piece of information of something that he did to one of the servants, and it's like, oh shit. So we know he's a terrible person. But I don't, like, I'm also getting a vibe from the sister, and I'm like, could these two be in cahoots? What's going on there? So we are making our way through it. We'll see. I just finished You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight earlier today, so we'll see. Yes, thank you. I am glad to be home, Sarah. We're doing all right, getting everything. I mean, we came through the worst of it relatively unscathed at this point. So, like, we've had everything's working. There's no, like, significant damage to the house, nothing like that. So we're very lucky. There are people probably down the road from me that were not nearly as lucky. And people right down the road from me that, like, haven't even finished recovering from Helene. So anyways, I know we have friends that they were, they had like 6 inches of water in their home when they came home from Helene. So I don't even know what they had to deal with this time around. So yeah, let's see. I'm currently reading the book The Firefly Lane by Kristen Hanna. You are very, very interesting. I think I have that one. I have a Kristen Hanna book. I'm not sure which one I have. So anyways, let us go ahead. It's been a few minutes. Let's go into the first sprint, and then I will get that link put all of the different places so that we can, like, do all the places I'm going to put it. So let's pull this up. We're going to do here, and then oh, hold on. I should probably, what is the sound? I need Neva to walk me through this again. I can't remember what you know what, we're just going to deal with whatever sound we've got. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Welcome back, everybody. How did we do tonight? That sprint. We were only an hour into this. Goodness. What was I doing, guys? Oh, I was gonna find out how long I'd been reading, or not how long, how much I read. Give me just a second. So we got to 63% of the book out of 352 pages. Oh, that's not gonna do the right math. Okay. I think I might have read some up in Jacksonville and not marked that because it's telling me that, well, probably today I've read 88 pages, probably for today. So how did everyone else do? It's getting spooky. I mean, it's been spooky. But it's getting like this is a very odd, like, not oddly paced, because like the pacing is really good on this book. Like the way that she's drawing out the tension and giving you this and that and kind of bringing you in and all is very, very well done. And we're kind of, but not really, like, we're not getting answers, but we're getting inklings of the directions we need to go, if that makes sense. So anyways, let me pull up here because we had okay, there we go. This is where we finished. We had a Brittany join us right after we went to sprint. So hello, Brittany, and say hello to some people as we go through. Sarah was reading Morningstar on audio today while working on their scarf, officially halfway done with it, but I think I'm going to pick up my Kindle and read The Hunted Heir. Ooh, what's that? Just finished the first act and picked up The Dark Fable for a book with a heist. Very nice. Very nice. You're getting it. Bye, Patricia. You're probably gone by now, but goodbye. It's already past midnight in my part of the world. Have a good time, everyone. You have a great time as well if you're watching Sprint. Yes, Rope, you were here at the beginning of Sprints. I'm not. You sure you're not an alien? Have you been taken over? Anyways, yes, thank you, Glinda. Hey, Bree, what you up to? I'm gonna read for a while. Are you gonna read? Are you sure? Puppy sitting this weekend and spent much of today cleaning as the owners are picking up their Floopy Girl Some Motivation. Very nice time for a break. Hey, Gabby. Hello. Reading Delilah Green Doesn't Care and Knitting tonight. Probably not going to finish tonight, but it was worth it to get out to a brewery event on the last next day of a long weekend. Very nice. Is this a long weekend? Is this supposed to be a long weekend? It might. Oh, are you up in Canada, Gabby? Because I know that Canada, you guys have Thanksgiving coming up. Is it Monday? I could be wrong. Hello, Kiana. I am listening to Catching Fire and Diamond Painting. Very nice. We have a Neva. Hello. And a Samira. Very nice. And I'm about the halfway point in the Dream Thieves, first time reading the series. What are you thinking so far? I liked the first 3 books a lot. I think some stuff in the last book, we could have delivered a little bit better on that last bit, but it was good. Hey, okay, Beth says read 15 pages. My sister read 30%, had to finish dinner and eat. Very nice. I also made dinner and ate it. And then I started putting some of my stuffs away because I needed to put my stuffs away. Like, I just have bags of stuff that I took with me. I haven't even, like, I need to go downstairs and get my books that I took with me because, like, I took all of my most precious special editions with me. Samir says I got to a shower and now I'm ready to read with a drink and a new book for the 3rd prompt. Up, down, left, right, left. That's right. Very nice. I read a bit more of Delilah Green. I'm at chapter 8, so about 25%, I think. Okay. I'm up to 20% of the Hunted Heir. Very nice. Hello, Shayna. I had just gotten home with the first sprint started, but got to 73% of the Raven King and got to the first coat of a new nail polish on. So you're like 2 books ahead on on the series that Bree is reading. It's Indigenous Peoples Day on Monday, and I work at a university in the States. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, they would have that. I'm impressed that they have that off now. That's I must have missed the part where it became a federal holiday, but good. That's good. Kiana says, so the Mirrors brother is also off from school. Kiana says 82%. Neva is trying to finish Slasher Pass for my Smatella blog. Am I behind on Fableland? Yes. Will I try and make Smatella books work? Also, yes. I mean, some of those prompts, I'm specifically telling y'all to get creative. In fact, I believe there is there? There may be a prompt next round, in the next act that I tell y'all to get creative with. Let me double check. Oh yeah, there is. I remember which one it is. It's this one, isn't it? Nope, it's not that one. Yes, it is that one. That's not in the script. I might be wrong. It's possible because I make these prompts and then immediately forget what prompts I did. Like the number of times people have been like, "Hey, Margaret, what is the next act?" And I'm like, because if I am not physically looking at what's going to be happening, like I had to look them up. Amanda asked for a hint earlier. If I had to look them up, which I'm going to give you guys, I don't know if it's a hint, but I'm going to give you guys what I'm thinking about reading next in the next act. But I had to actually look up what prompts were in the next round, the next act. So Rope says, "Oh, I never doubted I was an alien. My mind is so often far off on another planet, and that's without the world fiction helping me." Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have asked, "Are you sure you didn't get abducted by aliens recently?" I hear that can change things, and you start showing up for things early. I'm off Monday, but my kids have school. Oh no! Well, actually, no. That's probably the better way to have it, rather than having like your kids be off and you have work, because like at least that way you can send your kids to school and have a nice day by yourself, which we can fantasize would be a day for you to do like a self-care day, but we know that as a mom, it's probably going to be a cleaning day. So, but I do hope you do something nice for yourself on your day off. Got to 65% of the companion. Very nice, Brittany. We have 2 Brittany's today. Hey, series buddy. Having a great time by far. I'm excited to be reading novels from Maggie. I've read short stories of hers before, so this had high expectations. You need to read the Scorpio Races, Brie Bear. I love how I say that like I don't know you're playing. Brie, read the camera's here. Read the Scorpio Races. I don't know why my light is over the non-existent camera and my camera is over to the left. You're right. Anyways, read the Scorpio Races. It has man-eating horses. There's a reason. I don't know why. I love that so much. It's just such a fun idea. Anyways, they eat people. Well, yeah, they eat people. Anyways, Neva says, I mean, they're all romances, so I get the bonus for that. That's very nice. It's an up in the air month. I know. Ari has school on Monday too, but she's off Friday for her fall break. I wouldn't be surprised if it's a university level thing for the most part, because I think, like, I feel like there are certain federal holidays that school kids didn't, not federal, like certain holidays that like school kids didn't get off, but you would get off at a college level. I feel like that was the case when I was in school. It's good for me, Kiana says. I just can't let them know I have the day off. Neva, you can do it for Team Aegis. Speaking of, I can give you all a little idea of, So, second place is not going to catch up to first place. There's just no way. There's like 190 points between y'all. But third place could catch up to second place because there's 21 points between the two of you. So, anyways, yeah, you should do it. Can we call you word nerd? How do we pronounce it with the 3? Just nerd. Just nerd. Or Margaret works. That's fine too. Hold on. Too fatigued. Our university gives students Monday and Tuesday off as a fall break, but I'm back in office on Tuesday. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. I feel like it's probably a lot of y'all's like really heavy prep work that you would need to catch. Well, no, because you guys have grading to do, so it doesn't really matter. You're going to have work no matter what. The word, some people will put it the word in third, and I'm just like, that's not how it works. Although, what was it? The last time I went to the chiropractor, oh my God, this woman, when I was setting it up with my last chiropractor, I'm trying to tell her what my email is. And I'm like, it's the word nerd. And in nerd, you're going to put a 3. So it's in 3 RD. And she's like, okay, so just nerd in 3 RD and I was like, no, it's the word nerd. Yeah. God, I miss breaks too. You could have paid me to be a student, I'll be honest. You could have paid me to take college classes and just do that for the rest of my life. I loved being in the classroom setting. So like, I feel like even in the stuff that I really didn't care about, I still was learning. As long as I was learning something and the teacher was good and being interesting, I had so much fun. And there was like a structure and there were consequences if I was late on things. And so I did the things on time and I got breaks at specific points and I knew I wasn't going to have to like do schoolwork. So that was a break for me, but I did do work and I kind of missed that. Kind of don't. That is not correct. It was not correct. Finally, I don't even remember how I finally broke it down, but yeah, anyways, yes. So anyways, I'd also be a professional student. I looked into like, I believe it's called auditing classes, at my local, it's not really a junior college, but it's not a university. Like it's just a college. Cause like they've got 4-year degrees there now. But I've looked into like auditing some classes there potentially. I don't think they have any of the classes I would want to audit though, which would be like art classes, and they have language. I can't do that though because that's where I first took Spanish, and Professora Madden would be so ashamed if I came back and was like, I've forgotten everything you taught me just about. I need to start from the beginning. And she'd just be like, what the heck is going on? You are my best student. Anyways, I was never safe in that class because she knew I would know the answer. So if no one else was answering, she pointed, which is why I started. That was the class I learned that if you sit in the front row and look like you're paying attention, the teacher is a lot less likely to call on you. But also she knew I knew the answers. So anyways, I'm going to be paid not to be here. I'm so sorry, Samira. I've really been considering going back to school for library science. I considered doing that too for a very long time. The thing that I've run into is I don't do well on like a 9 to 5 or like a set schedule. And I like having the freedom that my current job gives me. So I'm just like, why would I go get a degree that I don't plan on use? I'm just going to like volunteer at my local library. So I believe you can audit library documents for free. Very nice. So now you're here. That's what matters. Tennille, hello. Welcome. What are you reading? What are you up to? I am going to continue on with, what's the word? I'm going to continue on with reading the Hacienda, but I will tell you guys what I am considering reading for the next. I've specifically picked books that I think might fit different prompts. Let's see which ones. I don't even remember which ones were for which prompts now that. Oh. You're gonna do me like that, Flocus? Shh. Anyways, okay, so If a master's degree wasn't so expensive, I would return happily to go back and go to grad school. Yes. Hold on. Hello. How are you doing, Alicia? Just joined. Still no power, but have a generator making list of things to get when power is back on. My mom just did that. Publix, the Publix near our house, which is not saying much because I live in Florida. So I feel like there is a Publix within like 15 minutes of most people. But the Publix near our house opened today for modified hours. Like they were open until 6 today. So that's good. How are you guys doing? How are you guys holding up after? Because I know you guys are a little bit further north. I don't think you're in Pasco. I think you're more that way, like towards that. I love that I'm saying that way when it's that way for me. But like you're on the map for me, you are more east. So I think you are. I'm bad at counties. Sorry. Very bad at counties. But you might be in Hillsborough, or you might be the between Orlando and all of that. Because I know you're on the I-4 corridor. Me too. Tennille says, I just finished my Act 2 book, so I'm waffling on what to start. Okay. Well, I might have some things to help guide you, guys, if you want to try and guess at what I might be. I mean, you could literally just grab these books and read them. But I haven't been able to focus on reading. You know what? I wasn't able to, like, part of why I'm behind is because I was not able to focus on reading at all, like Tuesday or Wednesday, because I was hooked on the hurricane footage and like doing all that. I love to volunteer at my library. I've done that for a year and it's fun. Yeah. It's good to know that you're okay. Yeah. There's a Publix in Florida, you don't say. Listen, okay, Rogue. Okay, hold on. Now I've gotten distracted. I went up to meet my brother, like visit my brother in Baltimore. And we drove down to see a friend who lives in Virginia. And we're driving, and I look over. I'm not driving. I'm in the passenger seat. So I look over, and I'm like, that's a Publix in Virginia. Like, they've gotten so far north now, I don't even know what to say. I'm so sorry you're not with power. Yes, we made off really, really well, Shana. We didn't have any damage to our house. There's some I don't know what to call it, but it's basically like the undersiding on our roof. Because we have the overhang and because we have an old wooden roof, basically there's like a siding that they put to keep it from looking ugly. Some of that came down, and then we had some plaster on the ceiling like fall down. We assume, based on looking at our porch, we assume it is because something hit our porch and left a big old dent in like the siding on in the front of like just right underneath the small roof, because there was no water, none of that. So we made out really well. We've been, I spent most of the day pulling things out of the fridge while my mom was getting food and stuff, making sure that we had, things to eat here. And then like washing things because we have to hand wash everything right now because we're under a boil water notice. And that means that like you have to put bleach in the water and all of that good stuff. I did start boiling water like a 19th century washerwoman, because I was going to just fill the sink a couple of times with like pots of boiling, and then I was like, wait a minute, because I looked up how long I needed to boil the water for. I was like, wait a minute, I can just put bleach in this shit. Duh. The fact that I had to be told that, I don't know. Anyway, so that's been my day. We're using the dishwasher as just a fancy drying rack right now. But anyways, hello, Servasha. In a slump, but I did pick up the Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and it's cute so far. I plan on reading that soon. I haven't been to a Publix in years since I left Georgia. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know that if I could not go to a Publix, I would miss Publix so badly. Primarily, I feel like probably because it's familiar. But yeah. Outskirts of Tampa. So you are Hillsborough. I am Hillsborough County. They say we may not have power till 10:17. We're safe, though. Oh my goodness. If you were closer, I'd say come on over. I'm sorry about that. That's so frustrating because I know like we were lucky enough we're staying with my cousin and they didn't lose power this time. Usually they lose power when it storms. But yeah, we were really lucky that we got back and the power was back up because we were coming back not knowing if there would be power, but we felt like we might be able to save some of the food. That kind of happened. But anyways, yeah. Same all last week. I couldn't focus either with storm coming, so I'm just trying to finish Act 2 before midnight. Do your best. Do your best, man. Oh yeah. My Publix was open, but very limited on what they had in stock. Yeah, ours didn't have a lot of eggs, my mom said. And then she thought about getting lettuce, but then got the bag stuff. I don't remember. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you so much. Yeah, we had some leakage, but nothing major and lost power for a bit. But I live like 5 miles from Disney, so it came back on pretty quick. Lots of people I know still don't have power. Yeah, we live about a 5-minute drive from a hospital, because there's a hospital downtown. And I have a feeling that part of why, we're also in a very affluent neighborhood, so I feel like there probably are people in our neighborhood that they make people's jobs annoying if the power doesn't come back on quickly. But I also think that like our closeness to downtown and the infrastructure there and all of the important things there is part of what happens. Anyways, okay, so books that I'm thinking about reading for Act 3. I'm not going to tell you why I'm thinking about reading these books, but these are some hints. You are welcome to tell your teammates to come and watch, but this is between us, okay? Like this is like anybody who's watching it back can, but don't run onto Discord and tell people what I said. Just know that these are what I'm thinking. We've got this one by Sherry Dimling, The Marrow Thieves. I believe this is supposed to be the main character, Frenchie, on the cover. I'm thinking about this one if I need something short, because that might, looking at my life, that might be what happens. This one I almost used for a shadow on the cover, but then I used something else because I was buddy reading You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight. But I really want to get to The Maid and the Crocodile by Jordan Ifueko. This is a retelling of one of my favorite books, which is Howl's Moving Castle. Not a retelling. It's not. It's been comped to Howl's Moving Castle. That's probably more accurate. It's been comped to it. And so that seems like it would be a really fun way to spend Act 3. And then, I don't know, I'm just feeling like a Percy Jackson book would hit real well. It would hit really good. Right about now, that would be nice. I might enjoy that. So I'm thinking maybe The Titan's Curse. And then this one is maybe not the best decision to think about reading, but I also am feeling like I want to revisit A Gathering of Shadows, since I'm trying to finish reading the series. So those are my thoughts as far as they will fit a prompt in Act 3 if those interest you. This one, I'm not so sure. Why did I grab this one? I don't remember. I'm not so sure if this would fit the prompt that I was thinking about this fitting for everyone, but it fits it for me. So there is that. Let's see. The gas stations, only one is open, so hubby is driving towards Orlando right now to get fuel. Good Lord. That is so far. That feels like that feels like a long way to have to go. But yeah, I understand that. We filled up before we came down from Jacksonville. Potentially. It depends on what you consider a lot of options. For all you know, they could all fit the same prompt. They don't, but they could. Anyways. Yeah, we were lucky because my dad keeps gas on hand. He's got like the gas tanks and everything, so we had gas on the way home. You know, I'm here. I'm here to be as dramatic as possible and draw the suspense out as much as possible, because what you guys probably, some of you do not know about me, is I was a theater kid, then I have a degree in theater. So I have a degree in making shit up really fast. They might fit side quests. They might. So anyways, speaking of, I need to go finalize those. which is probably some of what I will do in the next sprint. So, in fact, speaking of the next sprint, let's pull this up. Boom. We have a timer. We're just gonna pretend like it's at the. Can I refresh this? And if I go here, there we are. All right, my friends. I will see you in an hour. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Almost removed myself there, guys. How did we do? How did we do? How did we do? Okay, give me just a second. Let me figure out. Okay, that's where we were. Give me just a second to figure out if I actually read anything this time around. Because here's what happened. I had to turn my brain on. So 352. Okay, so I read 11 pages that time. I had to use my brain. And as we have established, I cannot use my brain and read at the same time. Because you guys want a readathon that's not just slapdash together. So you want some thought put into things. You want me to make sure that, like, is this the best prompt for this act? And I'm gonna, all that good stuff. So, anyways, I read 11 pages. Finished up all of the forms that are necessary for Act 3. So all of that is done. Now I just need to finish making the graphics for that so that everything can be ready to go when I'm ready to have it go. Anyways, also, I just remembered I haven't shut the side quest form off yet for the Adventurers Pack side quest. So you have until this chatty bit is over. If you haven't submitted it yet, you've got until then to submit it because it's still open. And I have no way of knowing if you submitted it or when you submitted it. Hello, Jess. Just got home from work, so this will be lunch and a brief sprint. Currently reading Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs by Caitlin Downey. Could be easily be read in one sitting. I believe, yeah, I know Caitlin. Caitlin has one of, hold on. It is who I think it, yeah, it is who I think it is. Okay, yeah, I knew it. I love her YouTube channel. I follow her YouTube channel, and I have such a great time with it. I know she doesn't do stuff as often anymore, but I also can't be asked to join her Patreon. Sorry. So, anyways, oh no, Alicia is back. Had a hiccup with the generator. Okay. Let's bum. There's some hellos. Hi, Rebecca. Lucky 13 now done. Now back to chasing shadows. Very nice. That's kind of the theme of the readathon. That is the theme of this readathon, just a little bit. I truly wish I could run this as a D&D campaign for y'all, because you would have so much fun with this D&D campaign, because I have only put in a fraction of the clues into what we're doing, because I'm like, we can't do shit with this. So what's the point of, like, I don't want to give them something that's just going to be frustrating, because they're, why is that detail there? Well, it would if it was a D&D campaign. It would have led somewhere. So, hello, Christina. How are you? How are you doing today? What you up to? Kiana got to 87%. I love it. Yeah, I was trying to read, realized 40 pages might not be enough for a prompt, and got distracted on social media. Yeah, it does need to be at least 50 pages for Fablin. Yes, so anyways. Okay, Tuesday says made it to chapter 10, over about 40% through. Very nice. Listen, some of y'all, I don't know if you're doing the readathon, but like if you were, you might be able to be done before technically the cutoff deadline. And keep submitting if you're doing your main quest books. Keep submitting until you can no longer well, if it's the main quest, you'll always be able to submit. But just like, I give y'all a little bit of leeway to submit the books. Like, they need to be done by 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. But I give y'all a little bit of leeway when it comes to submitting the books. So I don't shut it off right at. I usually stay up until a little bit later. That may not always be the case, but I'm able to do that today. Hello. Okay, I watched Danny's readathon video and downloaded all the graphics. Started, but no, another readathon. I've got to check this out. Okay. That says I read 28 pages and my sister read 25%. Very nice. Hello, Jamie. I was just reading for that sprint, but I mostly just can't feed the kitten. Pet it for me. If you have a pet, you are contractually obligated by being here in these sprints to pet your pet for me. Tell them I said hello. Anyways, the puppy got picked up, so now it's just me and Momo. During the last chat, I brushed and refreshed both doggos. Very nice. The prompt options for each encounter are really fun, so it can be fit the TBR to the prompt or choose prompt based on what your character would do. Yeah, that's it. That was part of like, here's the thing. I wanted people to feel that they had the freedom to do either, because you can like it's so funny because there are people like, this doesn't feel like what would be in character for my character, but this is what I have. And I'm just like, well, I can see how this could be like, if you look at it from the right perspective or with the right motivation, it makes sense that your character might do that. So anyways, thank you for saying it's really fun. I needed that today. Christina says, watching a movie, working hard on a diamond painting and a spreadsheet, enjoying a quiet evening without the boys. They are off playing D&D or Magic or Game of Thrones, something like that. You're like, I don't know what they're doing. I just know they're doing one of those things. I love it. Good for them. Tuesday says, yeah, I'm still working on that too. Keep working. Like I said, I don't shut off the side quest form right away, or at least I won't be tonight, because I'm still working on some stuff. And I don't pull the scores right away because I do like to give people a little bit of time to like submit things. If they're trying like really hard to finish by 11:59 p.m. So anyways, so you'll have a little bit of time, but not a lot. Don't count on having a lot of time. Just like, if you finish the book at 11:59, you have a minute to put it in, basically. It says it's Tennille says it's November 15th through December 15th. Allows a break plus avoids the holidays. Good timing. Very nice. Rope is 70% through Agatha Christie's poems. Oh, you're testing me. It is too late in the evening for you to put this many numbers on the screen, but I'm going to try. 50% through A Tale Dark and Grim, 80% through my first aid training modules, and 90% through Super Mario Brothers 2. Woohoo! Anyways, the kitten's name is Colin, and he's getting lots of lap time and snuggles. He was feral 2 days ago and is not totally convinced about people yet. Oh my god, how old is he? I know where I used to work, like 2 jobs ago. 2 jobs? I think math-wise it's 2 jobs. There was the job before this most recent one I left. We had a colony of feral cats, and the moms liked to come in and where'd the thought go? The moms liked to come in and like have their kittens or put their kittens in our warehouse because it was warm. And there's a lot of like, it was a clothing warehouse. Like they baled up clothing that they were going to then ship to like to be put in a landfill somewhere else, basically, like just shitty American clothing that was going to like Africa, everywhere. And like I think we sold to Africa, a couple places in Africa. I don't remember the exact places, and a couple of places in Asia and the Pacific. And no, it was a couple places in Africa, and there were a couple of places in South America. I don't think we had that many Asian companies, like from Asia or the Pacific. Anyways, it was just like a textile recycling place that didn't actually recycle the textiles, but like they thought they were doing a good thing. Anyways, they would come and they would hide the kittens amongst the bales of hay, and then we would come, we would find them while moving the bales, or the guys would find them while moving the bales, and we would bring them into the office, and then we had somebody who she would, especially if they were little, she'd take care of them, make sure they got fed. All of that. One of my coworkers would do that. And if they were old enough, like she'd just take them straight to the shelter, but all of that stuff. And we had a few that were not sure people should exist because they hissed the entire time they were in the office. And one of them actually ended up being the coworker and my coworker, like she was sisters with the owner, and they ended up being one of their mom's pet. She ended up adopting him, and he was quite that. I think that was the angriest one we got because I think he was the oldest we got. He was quite happy. Yes, I can't remember whose sprints they were, maybe TBR-thon, but everyone was saying how much. Oh, no, thank you. That's very nice to know. I appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. Thank you, Samira. I want to say the one, oh, you are probably talking to Jamie. That's what, yeah. Alicia says, hubby just got back from getting fuel, went to the Lakeland area. Okay, good. Canceled my sprints tomorrow, and I will try to get my head straight tomorrow and pray the power comes back. I hope that works. I hope that happens. I hope, that really sucks. There was a part of me that when we got home yesterday and saw there was power, there was a part of me that was like, I could just do 12-hour sprints tomorrow. We could do that. And then I was like, no, there's so much work that needs to be done. And I don't want to have to be held to a schedule in the morning. Thanks, no. So I was like, you know what, we're just gonna move it. So anyways, Alicia says, but they say we should have power back by the 17th. I hope you get it back soon. It is so frustrating, especially because you have kids. It's harder for you because you have kiddos than it is for me and my parents when we had to be without power when Helene came through, because it just there's so much that you don't think about not being able to do until you don't have power. And that's 10 times harder when you have people that you have to care about who may not be that's hard for me as an adult. As a kid, that was probably extra frustrating. Okay, he's about 8 weeks old, so old enough to be eating dry food and technically old enough to be adopted. I think he's not feeling well, so he started on some medicine tonight, which ought to help. Good. Fingers, but yeah, crossed. Yeah, I hope everything's good. We've got a medium-haired brown tabby from an alley near me. A neighbor caught him and called me. Nice. Thank you, Samira. We appreciate it down here. We appreciate it. So, okay, I think we shall do one more sprint. And then I'm going to go play Baldur's Gate. And you guys won't see me for the rest of the evening. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to play Baldur's Gate, and then I'm going to forget that I have all of these things I need to do. So anyways, if I forget to set things in motion for Act 3, you can thank Larian. Oh yeah, it's amazing what you realize you can't do when you don't have power or water. We're on well. Yeah. So I was never really worried about us having water for flushing toilets and all of that stuff. Cleaning stuff is a whole different thing. Yeah, it does sound like a fun evening, doesn't it? Cleaning stuff was a whole different thing, but having toilet water and all of that, we have a well that we are hooked up to, that my dad hooked us up to a while ago, that we use primarily for the hose outside, watering. And so we would have been fine there, but it's drinking water is hard. And when you've got to either bleach or boil your water, if you want to clean anything, it's, I'll be so happy when we are done with this boil water order, because I did not miss having to put hand sanitizer on my hands after I washed stuff off of my hands. I haven't missed that part of food service. It absolutely is going to be research for potentially the next time we do this. I don't know if that will be next year, just because I may have learned my lesson about doing readathons during a hurricane season. Anyways, or maybe may have learned a lesson. So we'll see. Because when I would want to do it next year, is that enough prep time for me? And I'm not sure. Yeah, when the power goes out here, the pump for the well goes off as too. Oh, that's true. The pump for the well is electric. Oh yeah, we would have been screwed there too. That's fine. We've figured it out. Yeah. But we didn't have hot water until my dad restarted the water heater. So we also didn't have gas. I turned the stove on last night. And I'm like, this should be working. It's clicking. I can hear no gas. And I was like, hey, Dad, there's no gas in the stove. And I'm sitting going, oh God, did a gas line break? Are we not? Am I filling this up with gas right now? Am I going to explode the house? And I was like, oh yeah, I turned the gas off and I was like, oh, okay, that makes so much more sense than where my brain was going. But anyways, it's electric boogie woogie. Okay, let's pull this back up. Now I'm just going to let it start at 59, 56. That's fine. If it wants to start there, it can. Our water heater is gas, but has an electric pilot. That was smart. Yeah. Well, okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing, Christina. We have a gas stove. You can't use it unless the electricity is on. You have to actually light it with a lighter if the electricity is off. I don't know whose idea that was. Like, I can see not being able to use the oven because that's entirely digital and electric, and I have an issue with that. God, I sound like a boomer when I start getting on electronics and how dependent or how baked in they are to so many things that they don't need, they could function without them. Anyways, but like you should be able to turn the stove on without needing, but anyways, yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. I'm on a soapbox. I'm sorry. Let's pull the timer back up. I don't know why I'm apologizing. I'm allowed to go on a soapbox. It's my channel. Okay, we're going to be going in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Of course, we'd come back right as I had this massive yawn. All right, let's remove that. What's going on there? My bad. Okay, so hello, Nikki. How are you? How did everyone do on that sprint? I read some pages. Nope, go back. Thank you. That's the wrong book. Hold on. There we are. That was 28 pages that time around. So doing well. Doing well. Samira Samira was falling asleep, so I'm going to go for the night. Good night. All righty. Thank you, Chantel. Good night, Alicia. I'll have to get ready for bed and pay for the power to return tomorrow. Have a good night. Good night. Hi, Jen. Welcome, welcome. Beth says 37 pages read. My sister finished her book. Good for your sister. Tuesday says another 10% down, halfway there. Okay. Okay, you know what? You're so close. You are so close. I think I might try and stay up to finish this book, but I don't know if I will. How can I do that? Can I stay up and finish this book? It's doable. 2 times speed is doable. Yeah. Neil says it's almost midnight here, so it's unlikely any more reading will happen. Understandable. Totally get that. The library is offering me books, but I'll wait until we have more info before saying yes or no. I think Libby allows 24. I think Libby allows a couple of days, but don't quote me on that. I think you get 3 days on Libby, but I could be wrong. Chantel says another 10% on Camper Vans, Cooking and Corpses by Tyler Rhodes. Halfway done. Christina says finished the bag of drills and had to open a new one to finish the section and finish the set. Good job. Worked on the spreadsheet. Thank you. Very nice. Yes or no? Not to know. I'm only 3 minutes from turning into a pumpkin. Understandable. Totally understandable with that. Rope says 4 levels left in Super Mario Bros. 2. This game might be more hair pulling than the original Super Mario. Well, I mean, they've got to make it different and harder, right? They've got to make it different and harder. You are very welcome, Christina. Thank you. Rebecca says, officially 9 of my NetGalley books done this month, so that's a win. Very nice. Also, remember, hydrated moment 5, boo, spook the light. I would love for you guys to spook the light button. What am I saying? The OG Super Mario Bros. Is a delight to play even when you have to run past those camera guys. That's fun. You're welcome for the sprints. I don't believe we have any other Fablen sprints or TBR Harvest sprints. And just to be clear, those are the only sprints right now that I am promoting on my channel. Is the Fablen sprints or the TBR Harvest sprints. Just because I like to make sure that I know who I'm sending my people to. So I will let you guys know. We'll let you guys know what the schedule will be for next week for Fablen. And I believe there are some other, I don't have the TBR Harvest schedule, but I do believe we have sprints as soon as Monday. Beth says, thank you. You're welcome. And you are very welcome, Rope. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I really appreciate it. I will have videos up eventually, more videos. There are 2 vlogs that were in the works when I had to start evacuating. So I have to finish those up. One of them is fully recorded. I just have to edit it. So I will have all of that up later. But thank you so much, guys. And you have a great rest of your night. And I will see you later when we will talk about more wordy, nerdy things. Bye.